Hey, what's up everyone? How's it going? Today is it's Friday, March 25th, 2022. I was just dying, Andrew Lace, he was just here like 15, 20 minutes ago. I'll be dying, man. I was telling him about my podcast, because you don't really go on the computer and shit, Lace. So, I was telling him about, we started going through some funny times, man. Like, I remember with him, man, we used to go off. Like I was explaining in my last video, he got in a bicycle accident. Right. He crashed into Sniffles. So he had to get like surgery, like he tore his ligaments in his knee. He was fucked up. He was out of commission for a couple of months, So like within them couple of months, Gary Sash, he quit writing graffiti. He got into weightlifting and stuff. Got into it more so, I guess would be the term, because like I said, he used to bodybuild and lift weights and stuff. Then he stopped for a while, and he picked it back up. So I go with this guy Bind, as I've explained in my past, and Bind 156. So, he quit. He wasn't fucking with graffiti no more. So Andrew's leg was fucked up, right? So I'm like, I was already cool with like all them cats out there in Astoria, like PK, KK, Rost, and Form, and Ken, King Kong Ken, yeah, man. I was already cool with all those dudes, man. But anyway, it's like by the time his leg got better, the whole shit was flipped. I flipped the script. We had beef with everybody. He's like, how did that shit even happen? Like, how is it even possible? But anyway, let me get into the whole thing. So, Lace's leg is all fucked up. Gary Sass quits writing graffiti. Right? I'm like, So I go down to John Jay Park. All my boys is at my peeps. It's my friends and shit. They're all batshit crazy like me and shit. So I'm like, what's up, fellas? Hey, how's it going, Rob? What you been up to? This, that, blah, blah, blah. I said, not much. I've been doing this thing called graffiti. It's pretty cool, man. It's like a whole community and stuff. They're like, I want to do it. That was it, we were off to the fucking races, Hell yeah, that was it right there. That moment, shit, man, there was no turning back from there. We were like, fuck that shit, with little JJ and that, man. Hell yeah, man, yeah. Shit, we were fucking, that shit was hilarious, man. Cause Lace, he was kind of plugged in and shit. Like you could see this pictures of him. He used to hang out with Smiley and stuff like that. And he was out there writing and stuff, A lot of friends and shit. All of a sudden, when his leg gets better, he goes back out there and shit. Hey, how's it going, guys? He's like, what's up? Giving him the cold shoulder and shit. But fuck that, man. Come on, man. You're either gonna play or you're gonna play, Yeah, it's a true story. Funny shit, man. We were dying. We were just talking about hitting the tunnels, right? And you gotta realize, like, he's like my brother's age, so it's like 4 years older than me, so 53, 4, 5, 6, 6. He's like 57 years old right now. Maybe even pushing into 58 soon. 57, 58 years old now. You think a couple of years back, probably in his 50s. We're doing these train tunnels, right? So it's like we go out like Friday night into Saturday morning, boom. Everything's fine. I was off Sunday into Monday also, so we go out Friday into Saturday, boom. After he finishes his shift on Saturday, boom, we go out again. Then Sunday, I'm like, yo. He's like, dude, man, he honestly never even left his house. He's like, dude, every fucking bone in my body is hurting. He's like, I can't even turn around. I got like a stiff neck. You got to realize, man, this picture's like, it's documented, like that first Getting Up book. That book called Getting Up. That's before all that Henry and this one and that one and Style Wars, and before Subway Art and all that shit, man. That book, Lace, has got his shit in there. Lace, ESPTED. Yeah, he's been out there, man. That dude did a lot of fucking Holocaust. I would love to just do a whole thing and just put on a lot of his shit. But I ain't gonna do that. I want to get him on here. Like I said, he just left, a little while ago. But yeah, that's some wild shit. Anyway, there's a picture circulating around. This picture has been brought to my attention. I'm looking for my weed. Here it is. It's been brought to my attention 3 days ago, 4 days ago maybe. I don't know, a bunch of people tag me. Whenever, something to do with RD or something, someone that knows me or something, they send it to me. So it's a picture of a woman from Colombia. It's a whole story. I don't know if it was in a newspaper or if it was just an online blog or a book or a magazine or a news like broadcast or what. It was sent to me about, a lot of people sent it to me. Every time something's on the news or something like that, people send it to me. But anyway, let me get back to this picture. So it's a lady who came from Colombia. It's a story of her life. And she's supposed to be on a 7 train, but she's not. That's not a 7 train. Anyway, she's sitting there in the picture. You got 2 RD tags, one here and one here, like it's bouncing off her head almost. Then over here on the side, you got an OA and a Roaches, TFV tags. So the story goes like this. The woman came from Colombia. The picture's supposed to be from 1987, which is probably right. And she came from Colombia and she followed her American dream. She's got beautiful children now and she's become very successful in life and she's happy. That's pretty much what the story was about, like an immigration story. And that picture came up, so a lot of people sent it to me. And what I'm trying to say is that looks more like a double R or something. I believe that the people that published it or took the picture or whatever, they fucked up. Would probably, I mean, you're going back to 1987. I believe this is what happened. The woman probably lives on the 7 line, yes. But she probably got off the double R at Queensboro Plaza to switch for the 7 train to go to where she lives. So she probably, like, she was coming from work apparently when this picture was taken. I mean, I'm not, maybe this might not sound right, but most immigrant workers would be working in the garment district around 28th Street Broadway, which would put you right on the double R train. So I'm assuming the woman would get on the double R train right there, zoom up to Queensboro Plaza, switch for the 7 train, and go home. But that picture was taken on the double R, not the 7. I don't know if that matters to you guys, just some historical shit, I guess. Yeah. Honestly, I only rode on the 7 train once. And that was when they already became burgundy and beige on the inside. Red bird thing. I believe that was the original color way, way back, and they repainted them that color. Anyway, I rode on the 7 train once. And at that point, like I said, it was already a buff line. And I got these things under the UN building, where the 7 train comes from Grand Central Station, goes into Queens. And in there, under the UN building, there's an extra track that splits right off and goes around to the UN. I believe that's probably there in case they have to evacuate the UN building or something like that. Or maybe, I don't know. I've also been in the one where Franklin D. Roosevelt goes under the walled-off Astoria in Grand Central Station, track 60. But anyway, getting back to this thing. Yeah, so I saw trains down there. I went home. Don't live far from there. That's 42nd Street between 1st Avenue and the FDR Drive. So I went home, got a couple cans of white paint, went back down there, and I wrote on the outsides. Shit probably went right to get buffed, but painted right over. And at that time there was still graffiti on like other lines. You see, they painted the 6s, the 2s, the 5s, shit like that, the 1s, all that shit. But the first line, I believe, to really go, and it stuck, was the 7 line. I think the 7 line was kind of like a test run, and it kind of really stuck. You know, the 7 lines were done really early on in the game. They were knocked out the picture, I don't know, maybe 80, shit, when I was hitting the 6s, there was no 7s even, towards the end of that. Like the 7s went down maybe 3 years, 2 years before the rest of the subway line went down. They were the first ones that just got all beige. And they, on the inside and like dark red on the outside. And you got people that run up to them, do tags on them like I did, you know. But it didn't run or anything. So yeah, the 7s got knocked out the fucking game real early. 6s, they tried that shit, like I explained. They tried that shit on the 6s, didn't stick. Nah, too many heavy hitters on the 6s, man. Yeah, now don't get me wrong, the 7s had fuzz, for Christ's sake, yeah. Bunch of people, so but at that point now fuzz wasn't even writing anymore, so it really wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. The 7s had some heavy hitters too. Yeah, it's just I guess it was an easier line to control. But you think about it, the 7 line's not really that big of a line either. Like I was saying about the 6s. What's it go? Like, in my mind, the 7 train really is only 2 stops. Fucking Grand Central Station to fucking Times Square, 42nd Street, 42nd Street, Manhattan. You know, but, you know, you want to start going all the way out towards Shea Stadium or something, but it's still not really a big line. It's like the 6. The 6 goes from Brooklyn Bridge down to Manhattan all the way up to Pelham Bay in the Bronx. East side of Manhattan, the east side of the Bronx. Kind of the east side, somewhat. 5 kind of switches over. But, anyway, no, I didn't do a tag. That tag was not done on a 7 line. And I don't believe I did that anywhere else, and it switched onto a 7 line. Because the other writers are, well, that's not true either, because Nash, he's hit 2s and 5s a lot. Nash has done blockbusters, top to bottoms on the 2s and 5s. There's pictures of it. Roaches also has hit insides. Roaches used to catch that shit, 2s and 5s. So that wouldn't be too unreal if they pulled it off the line. But that's kind of far-fetched. I believe it's a double R. Like a 7 train being it's an IRT, they could take an IRT from any other line they want and put it on the 7 line, but why? They got so many. They got a whole fucking yard of them out there near Shea Stadium. Fuck, they need one particular car for it, you know? And I also believe that, no, that's probably a double R. It's not even a B. If it was a B, it would probably be later on. But my tag looks pretty faded, so I'm assuming. They say that picture was 87. I probably did that tag maybe a year before that, 86, maybe 85 or something. But not really, because then where the person's sitting too, those tags tend to get faded a lot. People rub into it, especially if they got a lot of hair products in their hair, like Jerry curls back then. That shit's like an acidic acid. That shit used to melt fucking graffiti right off the fucking walls. Yeah, shit's like fucking acetone. Yeah, you know, just oil base, anything like that. And even if you squirt baby oil all over the fucking thing, it'll, you know, through time, yeah. So those tags would get a little banged up quicker than ones that are higher up, where people don't bump into them or rub them. So yeah, it's a tricky one, but it's definitely not a 7. I'm pretty 100% sure on that. I believe they messed up on the thing. I mean, I've also saw pictures where they say, back to the old days when they were doing the scratch-eaty, when people were using that bath, that acid shit on the windows. They pulled out a picture of a subway car, rd357, RD, this, that. And they said, we're going back to the mean old, the picture taken 1983 or something like that. I mean, that's not true, because that shit says 357 under it. I didn't start writing 357 until 1985. So, nah, yeah, you get me? So you can't really go by all that shit on the photographs and stuff like that. I could probably pull that one up, too. It's like a guy sitting there with an army coat. I think I got that picture on my eBay account. I don't fuck with eBay no more, man. Fuck them. You know, everything's been working out pretty good with my artwork. Yeah, people have been getting in touch with me and buying my shit, meeting me around here or whatever. Yeah, I sold a couple, like everything almost. A couple items still sitting around. You know, it's just because I really like them and I'm not trying to let them go like that. But yeah. Other than that, what else is there? Yeah, Andrew, we talked about that. Yeah, he's a pisser, man. Lace, funny dude, man. Like I said, man, by the time his leg healed, I hooked up with all them fucking dudes from John Jay Park and shit. Yeah, we all just thought up some crazy tags and shit. We were off to the races, bro. Yeah, like I said, that's what I mean by we were criminals that wrote graffiti. Well, all the other graffiti writers are just that, graffiti writers. They're like, you know, they're trying to think all spiritual and like, yo, the curve of the ladder. And, we're like, yo, fuck that, send it off. Criminals that wrote fucking graffiti. Boom. That's the way it is, man. Fucking write that shit on my tombstone. Just a criminal that wrote graffiti. I like that. Yeah, street kid shit. That's another good one, man. Yeah. Alright, people, I'm just rambling this to like be like blah blah blah. I put out an episode. That's not cool, man. But take care, man. Alright. Alright, real quick. I watched the video, you know, before I post them and stuff like that. And actually, John Zavolas, and Sammy D3, they were actually writing graffiti before me. Now that I think about it, before they even knew me, they were writing graffiti, but not graffiti. They were just writing it, well, like, because they saw stuff in the streets and stuff like that. they weren't really plugged into the whole culture of graffiti. Like to the point of actually where to write graffiti and go to subways or write in layups and yards and stuff like that. So yeah, that was funny shit, man. I went down to that park, man. I'm like, yeah, this, you know, you got this thing graffiti I've been picking up on. It's pretty cool shit, man. We could set it off. And everyone's like, yeah. Before JJ even met me, I was just thinking about that. Like, this video was actually posted. My son went to art school. Like I said, he goes to portrait painting with oil paints over there on the west side. So he posted it, but he forgot the thumbnail of the Colombian lady sitting on the subway. So I deleted it, and when he comes home, we'll put it back on with all this. But yeah, I was thinking about that shit, man. That was funny, man. I forget what JJ used to write. D3, Sammy. In my past podcasts, if you look at ones with him in it with me, you know, he's joined me on this. If you look through it, he'll tell you what JJ writes. I don't even remember. It was like R.T.B. something. Like some crazy shit. And I forget what D3 wrote, too. It was like of. Well, I knew him when he wrote of and damn. That's like the tags they started writing early on, 82, 83. So we would run up to buses and shit like that. But when it came down to smashing the yards and the layups and shit, yeah, man, that's around that point. When Lace fucked up his leg and shit. Like I said, they were writing graffiti, but more like just like Nancy sucks dick or something like that, or you know what I mean? Like just kids fucking around in the streets. It's not like a full understanding of like tagging and all that. And that's when I brought that knowledge upon them. Yeah, it started tearing shit up, man. That was funny, man. Fucking, I love them dudes, man. Yeah, they were batshit crazy, man. They were all fucked up in the head like me, man. Every single one of them. I mean, you know, they all go through group homes and they get locked up and shit like that, you know. It fucks their head up, you know, PTSD and everything, man. Yeah, wild motherfuckers, man. I love them dudes, man. Most of them are dead, man. Yeah, and even Alpo, like I explained in my, before Alpo got shot, yeah, I was explaining how, yeah, he used to come and hang out and shit. Yeah, it was a bunch of us, man. We were all out there, man. All criminals, man. Criminals to the bone, bro. Straight up. Yeah, man. Alright, people. Yeah, enjoy the video, man.